With the start of a new month comes a brand new favorites video. Hi guys, it's Magali. I hope you're all doing really well and I hope you're safe and I hope you don't feel crappy. In case you feel crappy, please know that I spent a lot of April feeling pretty crappy, and I think that is very normal considering all of our situations. So just feel those emotions, experience them, and I hope you guys also feel better really soon. April was a strange month for most of us, I think, at least for all of us in India. It was the first full entire month that we spent in lockdown, where we weren't really allowed to go out, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It's a really good thing and was really important to stop the spread of the virus. Like, it is the need of the hour, but it was a major change and a major adjustment for everybody. And I feel like I do have a slightly extra long list of favorites for April. I have some beauty products and I have some miscellaneous things also that have helped me, because it ended up being a lot of extra free time compared to normal. So all the more, like, we need the things that make us happy, right, to cope. So I'm gonna start with the beauty favorites. The first thing that I have is a lip product. It's the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's from Colourpop and it's the Luxe Velvet Liquid Lip in the shade Lucky Cat. I've done a full review of this entire range a little bit earlier in the year, and then I've kept on mentioning them here and there, so I'm not really going to talk too much in detail about this one. But it's this nice blotted matte lip, and I'm really liking this sort of blotted diffused lip look, where I apply this on and I just soften the edges with my fingers. It is sort of a My Lips but better, like it's pinky, but it goes really nice with my skin tone. It just makes my whole face look healthy and lovely, I guess. If you guys watch my birthday Get Ready With Me, this is the shade that I used that day, and this is the shade that I'm using today also. It's just nice. A little bit into April, the temperatures really started climbing also, and now that we're into May, it's so extremely hot. Whenever it gets this warm, I like adding face mists and sprays into my routine. So I actually have two this month. Unfortunately, these are both products that I got internationally, so I'm not really sure if they are available in India. The first one is the La Roche-Posay Cerozinc Spray. This is a zinc sulfate solution that cleanses and soothes skin. La Roche-Posay used to be available in India, but it isn't anymore. And if I could recommend just one single product from their lineup, it would be this one. I used to really like their Effaclar cream for like pimples and acne and stuff, but I don't find that to be as essential in my routine anymore. This one is just really cooling. It doesn't smell of anything, it doesn't look like anything, kind of feels like you're just spraying water on your face. But zinc is an ingredient that is really well known to help with combating acne. Using this just keeps my face pretty healthy and happy, especially in warm weather. Ever since lockdown has started also, my face has been so much better. It's crazy. I think this forced lifestyle change has shown me that not eating junk food and not eating like spicy takeout regularly and cooking food at home, especially like a lot more vegetables, has really made like a world of a difference on my face, more than any skincare. But then good skincare also helps. From Jane Iredale, I have Pore Mist, which is a hydration spray in mist form. This has multiple uses, just kind of like Cerozinc, which you can use as a toner and a spray throughout the day. This one hydrates your skin and also works really good to set makeup. If you're using mineral or powder based makeup, just to use this as the last step so that the face doesn't look powdery or cakey. But I've especially loved using this randomly throughout the day, even when I don't have makeup on. Just when my skin feels too hot and too muggy, I will spray a little bit of this on my face. It's a non-aerosol can. Like, this one is an aerosol, which ultimately is not really too good for the environment. But this one, you can actually open it, and they also sell larger refills abroad, so you could refill the spray. But of course the refill isn't really available here because it's in this metal tin. Even if you don't keep it in the fridge, I don't know, the tin just manages to keep the mist really cool. So every time you spray it on your face, it's just so refreshing, and it has this very light floral fruity fragrance which just smells amazing every time you put it on. I know fragrances can be really subjective and sometimes I complain about fragrances. In this product, it really works it is just this blast of cool refreshment on my face, and I don't really know if this spray has been improving the condition of my skin, because as I said, my skin's pretty good, but it makes me feel wonderful. And the next two moisturizers that I have are both Indian and both pretty affordable. The first one is the Lakme 95 Natural Aloe Aqua Gel, which is an aloe vera based gel moisturizer. Aloe vera is really well known for its soothing and calming properties, so you can use this anywhere on your face, on your body, just pretty much anywhere that needs some light moisturization. Oily skin types like mine can kind of feel like they don't need hydration in the summer. If I put on a cream based moisturizer in this weather and then start sweating, the cream literally seeps back out the pores, so I have to use gels make me feel good. And this one's great. I did just finish off my first bottle of it, and now I'm on the second. It does have an extremely strong fragrance. I would prefer if this didn't exist, but overall I think this is a really nice product. You know, if you have aloe vera plants at home, you can directly apply the gel from inside, but like me, if you don't have a green thumb, then buying products that are aloe vera based is your best bet. And the next moisturizer is from Pond's. It's a super light gel oil free moisturizer which gives you non-sticky glowing skin, and it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. I did actually get this moisturizer a little while ago, but I knew that it would be perfect for summer, and so I first started using it now in early April. And from the first time I put this on my face, I fell in love because I really love the texture of this gel. It's just very cooling, very refreshing, and you can really like feel it hydrating your skin as well, and it never feels heavy, and if you sweat it doesn't come back out or whatever the way cream does. And it does have a fragrance which I wish it didn't have, but it's still a very nice moisturizer. This is supposed to be a dupe of Neutrogena's Hydro Boost moisturizer, which I also own, and I do believe that it's actually a really close dupe. I can't really find that much of a difference between them. They're both a similar texture gel. They both have hyaluronic acid in it, and I think they're both fragranced as well. So if you're looking to cop that gel moisturizer but you want to save a little bit, I would recommend just getting your hands on this one instead, because it's the best. I love it, and this is going to carry me through the summer months. If you decide to put on makeup also, this just sits beautifully under it. And I don't even put on a primer, I just apply this and start my base makeup. And now we're going to talk a little bit about hair care. So I will admit that I've changed up a few things during lockdown, some for the better and some for the worse. Now I haven't been styling my hair as often, just once a week or less. So I think that's been really good because heat ultimately is really damaging for your hair. So my hair is just getting a little bit of rest from heat styling. But I've also been using this time to finish off the hair care products that I don't love as much, but I don't hate enough to just throw out. I really don't like wasting things. This is the best time to use your inferior products up, because there aren't that many people seeing you, and if they see you, they're not really judging you during this point. But when I have really wanted to take care of my hair and make it look good and make it feel good, this is the duo of products I've been using. I just started using them, in fact, I think maybe in the month of March or so. This is the Schwarzkopf BC Bonacure line, the Keratin Smooth Perfect, the shampoo. And this is the treatment or the hair mask that you use kind of in place of conditioner. Now what's special about this shampoo is that it's actually a micellar shampoo for unmanageable hair. And I've really wanted to try these micellar shampoos for so long, just because it seems so interesting. And now that I have, I really like micellar shampoo. It's kind of like a micellar water itself, but in shampoo form. Until now, most of the shampoos that were on the market were kind of some kind of cream texture. This one is the gel. It kind of works exactly like a micellar water would work on your face. It does foam up a little bit less than normal shampoos, but you do get some foam. You really kind of feel your hair getting cleaned the way micellar water cleans your skin without any kind of extra scrubbing or tugging or pulling. It really just cleanses your hair out of greasiness, sweatiness, any kind of impurities. I really do think it is a game changer. And then this hair mask is really nice to put back like smoothness and hydration and moisture in your mids to ends. I like that I have both of these because I like when I can sort of use a range together. But if I had to recommend just one, I would definitely recommend this micellar shampoo, because it's just really cool and I've loved using it, especially if you suffer from slightly greasy roots in the summer like me. This is great. This is really great, because in other seasons I could wash my hair like twice a week or try to stretch it. I believe that's healthy for hair, but in summer I sweat quite a lot. I just have to wash my hair every alternate day, and I do want to stretch that time, you know. I don't want to wash my hair that often, but it really feels gross, like I need to get clean. So that's where I'm at. So that was all that I have for the beauty products of the month of April, and I do have some more things I want to chat about as well. But before we move on to that section, I just thought I'd say that I know what some of you guys might be feeling right now. Like, I took so much of time to talk about products, which feels really pointless because it feels like there are much bigger things in the world than beauty right now. Anxieties are running high, a lot of us are really worried and not really feeling like taking care of ourselves or doing like whimsical frou-frou things. But at the same time, I also believe that more than ever, this is now the time to go to whatever hobbies you might have that make you feel happy, that make you feel calm, make you feel good. So for me, a lot of that is beauty, and then I've also been gaming a lot because these are two things that I really enjoy, and that is why I took so long to talk about beauty, because it's a nice, happy little positive distraction for me. And if you watch a lot of beauty channels, maybe you feel the same way. I know that it's really vapid and inane and it doesn't make a really big difference in anything right now, but it has been what brings me joy, and that's why I think it's still worth making beauty content, like even now during lockdown and quarantine. Are you doing more beauty stuff than usual? Are you doing more skincare? Are you doing less of it? I don't know, just let me know. Like, let's just chat in the comments. And now we can move on to the non-beauty favorites. So one random household item that I really liked using is this Dettol all-in-one disinfectant spray. I've actually had this for a little while, but I've found myself using it a lot more now because I feel like it's a really handy way to disinfect various surfaces, and I really like that you can spray this on so many different things. So you can spray it on toilet areas, rubbish bins, kitchen sink, door handle, bath and taps, bed beds, even soft surfaces such as upholstery and curtains and stuff, just because it's very quick evaporating, and it does have this really nice fragrance as well. This one is crisp linen. They do have a few different variants, and I don't know, I've just been using this a lot because, pandemic aside, it gets really dusty during the summer. So I had to pick up cleaning things and I'm in the middle of decluttering, and so I have liked this cleaning product because sprays are handy, and it's just nice to have one thing that can work on multiple different surfaces, because once you start like really cleaning your house, then you're like, oh, I need a glass cleaner for this, I need a wood cleaner for that, I need a vinyl/leather cleaner for that. So I still have those things, but this works on a lot of surfaces, so that's great. Lockdown has also made me kind of look closer at and re-examine my relationship with a lot of different objects that I wouldn't think twice about normally, because for a while shops were closed, and if you needed something you had to figure out what shop you would get it from, or whether the shop had it in stock and all of that. So the first few weeks were kind of bad that way. Now things have normalized a lot because we have a well-stocked grocery store. If I walk a little bit further, I do have a chemist also, so I get what I need. But one thing that I realized I'm very happy to have, and I had to mention this in my April favorites, was I'm so happy that I switched to a menstrual cup, you guys, because that has been such a game changer for me. And if you are someone also who has periods, I would really recommend switching to a menstrual cup now. Like, it's the perfect time. Switching to a menstrual cup just makes so much of sense on so many different levels. Firstly, you're going to be saving so much more money. Secondly, the medical grade silicone is just a lot healthier and safer for your body, and if you have sensitive skin and were prone to irritations, itchiness or rashes from pads, you will not get any kind of problems like this from a menstrual cup. Thirdly, most of us, even who have jobs, are kind of stuck at home doing our jobs at home now, working from home. And when I first made my video on the different period products to use and I started talking about menstrual cups on this channel, I did get a lot of comments from women saying that it's really difficult to change to menstrual cups when you're working in an office and all, because all offices don't really have like good lavatory system or whatever, and it would be difficult when you're emptying your cup. Well, now if you're stuck working from home, you guys, now is literally the best time in the world to switch to a cup, because you have the comfort and access to your own bathroom. So if you've never really taken to heart any of my recommendations before, but you just take my recommendation for one thing, consider switching to cups. Now I know that cups do have a learning curve in the beginning, and there were months together when I was terrified of using it. There were months when I was like, oh, I'm on my period, I'm in pain, like I don't want to like try this now, or like I was really anxiety ridden and I had this huge mental block to switch to it. So many times I was like, oh, okay, like maybe this is just not for me. But once I got over that hump, once I pushed myself ever so slightly to learn using it, it is literally the best thing in the universe. I don't know, it's just, it is life changing, because you're just so much more comfortable and it's better in every possible way. So if you guys would like to know more about cups, I actually made a video last year, I believe, talking a lot more about them. I will link it here and I would recommend please watching it. But in case you guys have any doubts, however personal, however graphic, get in touch with me and I will help you based on my experience. And I'm not a doctor, but I will help you figure things out if you're nervous about anything. So you can leave a comment below, but in case you would like to talk to me privately, hop on over to my Instagram and send me a direct message and I will make sure that I get back to you. And that is going to be like my mission for now, having as many people switch to menstrual cups as possible, because it's like the best invention since fire and sliced bread. My next favorite is actually an app, and before I talk about it, I know what you guys are thinking. This is absolutely something of a quarantine cliche, but I have become a little bit obsessed with TikTok, you guys. I never thought I would be a TikTok person, because when TikTok first came out, it was very much like a Gen Z younger person thing. As a millennial, I felt too old to use it. And I feel like a lot of people already have these horrible preconceived notion about TikTok. But I kind of downloaded the app a little while ago, like some time ago, just for fun. And what I discovered kind of shocked me, because I feel like TikTok is so much more than what an outsider might think of it, because it's kind of like YouTube in that way. Like if you watch YouTube videos, you will know that you can kind of find content for every different type of person, every niche. If you like cooking, if you like gaming, if you like shopping or whatever, you can find all kinds of content tailored to you on YouTube. So TikTok is like that, except really short. So most of the videos are few seconds long, and 1 minute's the upper limit for a video. It's the longest that you can go. And I'm kind of amazed with some people's creativity, like the fashion videos or beauty videos that they put out in just 1 minute. I like making longer videos. I like talking a lot. This video is enough evidence of that. But I've also really enjoyed TikTok, because kind of see that short video not as a limitation, but like what can you really convey that quickly. It kind of becomes a fun challenge and kind of makes you creative. So I have mostly been making short beauty videos, which I've really enjoyed, like really quick hauls. And I even did one video on how to wash your hair, which might sound silly, I know, but it kind of shows you guys techniques and basics which you may not always know. Basic education for beauty is severely lacking. We don't really have people to teach us the right way until you start going to like nice salons or something. Even the smaller local salons just don't teach you how to do basics right, and very often they'll lead you down the wrong path. I've been trying to create fun little videos on TikTok, and if you guys are on TikTok, leave a comment with your username, let me know, I'll follow you. I am at Magalivas there. If you guys are on TikTok, do follow me. And in case you have been averse to the idea of TikTok, maybe you guys should go check it out because it's a really fun place. After a really long time, I've had fun creating for social media because Instagram has not been fun for me for like a couple of years now. I started out really enjoying it when I first joined, but the changes that have come to the platform have just made it a weird and unwelcoming place. Whenever I open my TikTok or whenever I'm creating for the platform, I am really enjoying it, which is why I thought that warranted a mention. This video has probably already gone on forever, but I'm gonna cap off all of my favorites for April talking about a TV show that I really liked, because I watched a lot of TV and movies in the month of April, and a lot of it I actually didn't like. But one thing that I loved was The Wire. It's an old HBO show. I think it ran from the year 2002 and it ran for about 5 seasons. So in India, if you guys have Hotstar, you will be able to watch it. I just recently got a Hotstar subscription after having Netflix and Prime, and I'm kind of discovering their catalog. So it's a crime show and it is kind of gritty, but I was kind of blown away with how much I really liked it, because I figured a show from 18 years ago is going to seem like really retro, really dated. There are many things about it that are really great, and you're not really reminded that you're watching like such an old show, except for when you really see their computers and their technology, and then you're like, oh, 2002. It's really well written. Acting is very good, especially the first season. I think the storylines are really nice. The show got famous for portraying a lot of realism. If it's based in Baltimore, it kind of shows the lower classes and like the drug trade and the poverty and stuff like that, and it's kind of different from a lot of other shows. One thing that especially stood out to me is when the characters are talking to each other, it sounds like they're actually talking. When 99% of shows, whether it's comedy, drama, they're just spouting lines at each other, and they sound like lines, you know, they're like well written dialogues, but these people sound like they are talking. That in itself makes it really very interesting. I finished 3 seasons already. I'm gonna start the 4th one today. That's the end of my really lengthy favorites for the month of April. I have really been enjoying filming in this spot in my room. I used to never film here, and then now I just recently started it, and I even put up these lights behind me for some birthday cheer on my birthday, which was earlier in April. And then I just really loved it because I felt like we can all do with a little extra joy and happiness in our lives right now. So if you guys are expecting any kind of special content from me, like if you'd like to request anything, please leave a comment and let me know. I do have some ideas, and I have been somewhat proud of myself for like since the last 2 months, putting up one video at least every week. But of course I would love to actually make content that you guys would love to see, so let me know. I'm gonna probably continue my declutter series this month because I've done 2 videos already. I'll probably do 2 more because you guys really liked the lip declutter. You didn't really like the base declutter as much. We're gonna do eyes, and then we're gonna do like cheeks. If you made it till the end of this video, please leave a comment with a flower emoji of your choice, just so that I know I am not talking into the void and I have not bored you guys to death, because there are flowers on my top also. That is all for today. Be well, be safe, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones and each other. I will see you guys next time. Bye.